Rachel Toner is from the wonderful city of Armagh, but not so fast. But having left the wonderful city of Armagh and moving miles and miles away to Portadown, she is forever referred to as the blow-in. She is currently trying to write about Hannibal, and not the one you're all thinking about. Tonight, Rachel Toner is reading Not a Child of the Troubles. Rachel Toner.
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely dark up here. So this piece is sort of in response. I think most of us here have all heard lots of terrible and horrific stories about the Troubles, but also a lot of funny stories as well, and I don't think those stories maybe get told as much. So this is my response to there being funny stories of me growing up, not necessarily in the heart of the Troubles, thankfully, but dealing with some of the ripples that came down. So this is Not a Child of the Troubles. Born and bred an Armaghian, hailed of Windmill Hill and Druid's Villas. I didn't know what a druid was then, but at least I knew what a windmill was, and there certainly wasn't any villas where I grew up. But never in my long life of 10.5 years, never had I ever been called a cup. A cup? I didn't even drink tea. We went to this other school in Armagh once, and oh, sweet Virgin Mary, there were boys. I'd barely seen a boy out in the wild before, and now we got to talk to them. We went for some project or whatever, something to do with communities and crosses. But I thought I'd hit the jackpot when 2 boys in their blue jumpers came over to me and my best friend Roisin. They're going to ask us to marry them. I was certain. I knew putting on that Claire's accessory lip gloss had worked a treat. Roisin, however, didn't seem as convinced. She'd better not ruin this for me. Here, specs, the taller of the 2 boys said to me in a tone that I must admit wasn't very dashing or chivalrous. So, are you a cup or a plate? Eh? Was all I could say. Well, I muttered in response, I suppose I'm a plate, because you have your dinner on a plate and I don't drink tea. Roisin gripped me by the arm and dragged me away as my future husband and groomsmen ran away laughing. I knew she was going to ruin this for me. Are you feckin' thick? She shouted at me. No, I replied sheepishly. You do know what that question meant, right? No. My God, Rachel, you know those boys were Protestants, right? What's a protester? Protestant, Rach, my God, for all those books you read, you're thick as champ. Well, we're Catholics, I know that. I'm not that thick. But you know what a Protestant is, right? They're different from us. How? I asked as I rubbed the slowly forming bruise on my arm. Well, I heard my ma say that their eyes are too close together. Or was it too far apart? I can't remember. And their eyebrows meet in the middle sometimes, and they do different stuff from us on Sundays. And there's something that made the place troubled. And bad stuff happened, all right? Well, Roisin, his eyes seemed normal space apart. He didn't have an eyebrow that met in the middle, and he didn't look troubled. Rachel, it doesn't matter. They're plates and we're cups. We're different. But I couldn't help but think, as I rubbed the bruise on my arm and watched the boys in their blue jumpers walk away, that surely a hearty meal could only be enjoyed with both cups and plates. Thank you.